What's up, guys? Welcome to day 3 of the 15-day fitness challenge. Better than yesterday. Today we're gonna be doing a lot of mobility stuff and a little bit of core, and that is it. I'm very excited about today because it's gonna help out a lot of people with their squats and a lot of range of movements for everything else. This I haven't even shared with my clients. So I'm quite excited to make this video and to start implementing these exercises with everyone. And this is gonna help out tremendously. This helps out with my mobility work and with my range of motion in a lot of aspects. It's specifically for hamstrings. I have extremely tight hamstrings. And what this is gonna do is address that aspect by giving you a little bit more range of motion in the ankles and going from there. I'm gonna run through this as quickly as possible. I'm gonna talk as loudly as possible so you guys can hear me. As anything else, of course, focus on the breath work. Also, I wanna start implementing the fact that you are reprogramming your brain and doing exercises that you've never done before. So it takes a lot of focus. You wanna focus on the exercise, take your time with it, don't rush it. If you need to watch the video a couple of times, do it, that's fine. But the main thing is once you're doing something, do it correctly. If you do it correctly, your brain's gonna process that really well. It's gonna cement it down every time you do the movement well, and you're gonna get a lot more benefit out of it, especially with these type of stretches or any other movements such as squats, push-ups, whatever. So guys, keep that in mind as to breathing properly and technique and focusing on the movements, all right? So, let's get to it. First thing we want to do is check our range of motion. I have pretty crappy range of motion, so it's going to be a good way to test that out, whether this works or not. I'm not going to do the full range of stuff with you guys, I'm just going to demonstrate, but it's a good way to test and retest as to where you're at. So after every exercise, when I say test, what I'm saying is do this type of test. So for me, it's always going to be the hamstring one. I'm just going to bend forward and do my forward bend. This is as far as I can go. As you can see, it's not that good, so I'll show you from the side. Just bending forward, keeping everything locked. I can almost touch the ground. That's as far as it gets for me. Horrible hamstring flexible. Now, we're gonna start with the ankle mobility. Make sure you do this barefoot, or at least in socks. It's way better for you to actually feel the ground and do everything barefoot. Again, do it on the harder surface, because again, I'm doing it on the mat so you guys can tell me apart from all the surrounding areas. Standing on the left leg, you're gonna step the right leg forward and twist it to the left. I'll show you so you can actually see better. Standing straight, left leg is straight, the right leg is stepping forward, and then you're gonna twist the foot in. Turn the foot to the outside, and that's it. You're gonna do that 10 times. Go as far as you can, make it 10 times over. When you're done, switch sides, do that to the other side, and then you can test again as to how far you can go down for your hamstrings, okay? Next one is standing a lot wider than you typically would. You're gonna take, and we're gonna start on the left side again, so keeping the left leg down, we're gonna lean to the left leg and reach forward. And then we're gonna move the right foot, tucking it in, and then back to straight. So tuck it in, back to straight. I'll do it somewhat sideways, so you can see I'm just tucking it in, back to neutral. Tucking it in, back to neutral. Again, 10 reps, and then you switch sides, and then you test again, just to see how far you can go. This is a good one that increases my range of motion. By the end of this sequence, I will be able to touch my hands to the ground. And you can see I only did this side, and I can reach a little bit further with this hand. Really works miracles. It's a great way to get more range of motion and to open things up for yourself. Next one. This is an awesome one that helps me out even more than the first one. And that is, for this you want to use a wall or anything else to kind of give you support. You're going to put the leg behind you and be on the top of your foot for the whole range of motion. So put the foot down and you're just gonna sit down as far as you can go, and then stand up, relaxing the back leg. If you flex it, it might give you a cramp. If it gives you a cramp, then directly go on top of your foot. Just gonna put some weight on it that way to kind of release the cramp in your calf. So put the foot down. I'm doing my left leg. My top of my foot is on the ground. I'm going straight down and then straight up as far as I can go, both ways. 5 reps. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn the heel to the outside. So I'm on the pinky toe, and then doing the same exact deal. 5 times. Then I'm gonna turn my foot on the big toe. This is a little bit awkward. So it's big toe and top, and same exact deal, 5 reps with that as well. Then you switch sides to the other side, and then you test and retest and see where you're at. Last but not least, again, we're gonna use the wall for this. This is to open up and stretch out that T-band and the hips a little bit. Stand and support yourself by the wall just so for balancing purposes. You can see my feet. You're gonna take, since I'm staying close to the wall facing you guys, I'm gonna take my left leg, kick it forward, and I'm gonna turn it in. I'm leading through the heel of my foot. So I wanna make sure I'm leading through the heel and through my outside knuckle, and twist it in. Hold that for 10 seconds. After I'm done with that, I'm gonna twist it in the other way, lead with the heel again. So the main thing is, don't care what my toes are doing, as long as I'm not flexing them, I'm not pointing them. My foot is staying neutral at all times, and I'm leading through the hip. The goal is to twist through your femur, which is your hip bone, your thigh bone. 10-second hold. Then we are going to, again, start with the left leg, turn it in. We're gonna maintain that, and then we're gonna be holding in the front and doing small circles to the outside 5 times, and then to the inside 5 times. Once we're done with that, we're going straight to the side, still maintaining the heel pointed. This is my foot straight, this is my heel leading. I wanna make sure circles, inside, outside, and then the last one, I'll do it sideways so you can see. I'm gonna go straight back, and then turn my heel, same, inside, outside. From the front, it's gonna look like this. Behind me, small circles, okay? Then switch sides. You should feel everything start warming up here. You will start breaking a sweat from doing these simple exercises. It is reprogramming everything that has been tight, and it's really a great way to increase your range of motion. All right, guys, test that out, have fun with it. You can do multiple times a day. Actually, take your shoes off in the office, play around with it, do it. It's lots of fun. Now for the workouts. The workout that's coming up right now is only strictly core work. Fairly simple, but very difficult to execute. I'll go over the first one, which is a little bit easier. It's called the Superman. All you do is lay down on your stomach, and you lift everything up off the ground. Looks like this. I'm squeezing my legs, I'm squeezing my butt, I'm squeezing everything. See if I can get a better angle so you can see, pretend like I'm extending my arms, laying, and then contracting everything. Arms that should be straight if I had the space for it. So you're doing that for 30 seconds every single time that you're doing this for today's workout. The next one is called the hollow body position. Both of these positions are really good to improve the handstands and the core strength. So the hollow body is fairly difficult. If you don't feel like you're doing it correctly, or if it's too easy, it's because you're probably not tight enough somewhere. So the starting position here is you get to do the opposite of the Superman, and that is lay down on your back. Legs are up in the air. You're gonna be laying down the whole time. The only thing that I care about for you guys is to make sure that your lower back stays flat on the ground at all times. So when you lay down, you should not be able to fit your hand back underneath it. If you're able to do that, that's an issue. Make sure you reset yourself. So lay down, hollow body, back is flat. See, I can't put my
arm in the back, hands over hand, like you're gonna dive into the water, and then start crunching up. When you crunch up, you can start lowering your legs a little bit. Again, make sure that your back does not arch. Eventually, you should be able to go into this position with your back still being flat on the ground. So everything should be one straight line. And that's it. 30-second hold for the Superman, 30-second hold for the hollow body. Do that 4 sets. Again, I'm gonna put that in the notes so you guys can see. Fairly easy day today, but very, very effective day. Test out those stretches again when you're doing something that requires mobility at the bottom half, such as squats or any Olympic lifts. Those ankle mobility stuff for the hamstring work wonders. Test it out, do it. It's helped me tremendously. And have fun, like, share, comment, stay tuned for day 4. A lot more goodies coming up. I'm excited. Let's get to moving.